Hi everyone, welcome to Tuesday Check-In. So here we are in the second Sunday of Lent, and I hope that you are all being able to make some time for reflection and figuring out in this season things in our life that might need to shift or change or be added or taken away, or even just making space for being in the middle of these kinds of questions. Lent can be a really productive and wonderful season. And so I wanted to share with you something that I found recently. So I just came into ownership of a lovely collection of Swedenborgian books from my great-grandfather. So he was a translator and translated Swedenborg's works into Latvian. And he's had a lovely library, which I now has just been gifted to me. And one of the books that was in his collection is this prayer book entitled The Incense of Lowliness. Now that phrase comes from a hymn, Worship the God in the Beauty of Holiness. And it's a small prayer book that was published in 1946 by the General Conference of the New Church in London. So that's the British arm of the Swedenborgian tradition. And so I really kind of moved to have the opportunity to use this prayer book that my great-grandfather perhaps also used. I didn't know him, so I don't know if for a fact he did, but I like to feel like this is a connection between us. And and of course the title of it, The Incense of Lowliness, did suggest that it would be a good book for Lent, so that's what I'm using it for. And when I opened it up, I came upon this passage which I think might be helpful for people during this time. And so it's just a short passage from Secrets of Heaven, number 8560. And I'd like to read it to you now. So we'll take a deep breath and listen. Divine Providence differs from all other leading and guidance in this, that Providence continually regards what is eternal and continually leads unto salvation, and this through various states, sometimes glad, sometimes sad, which a person cannot at all comprehend, but still they all conduce to their eternal life. So I'll read that one more time. Divine Providence differs from all other leading and guidance in this, that Providence continually regards what is eternal and continually leads unto salvation, and this through various states, sometimes glad, sometimes sad, which a person cannot at all comprehend, but still they all conduce to their eternal life. And I don't know about you, but I just found that very, very comforting. You know, in the midst of Lent, when we're asking ourselves all kinds of questions, maybe moving from one emotion to another as we process and think about, how we'd like to spiritually grow, how we'd like to spiritually move forward. Sometimes we might be feeling glad and sometimes we might be feeling sad, but what a comfort it is to know that all of these states are moving towards something, that Divine Providence uses everything that we experience to continue leading us forward. And that's just, a beautiful thing to hear when we're in the midst of the type of questions that Lent sometimes brings up for us. So I hope that you found a little bit of inspiration in that passage as I did. And thank you so much for joining us today. And we do hope that you can join us at church on Sunday, 10:30 a.m., either in person or online. Take care, everyone. Have a great week.